I told Maddie that I was gonna fall, so that was that. So this is actually my 1 year anniversary of being a part of Pawtucket Poetry. I found Pawtucket Poetry at the last anniversary event, and I'm happy to be back for like this full circle moment. So thank you, Lori and Craig.
Good to have you.
Oh, thank you. All right, I'm gonna get started with the first poem that I read at Pawtucket Poetry. None of my poems really have titles, so I'm just gonna go for it. The world falls apart, and I stop to write the feeling of sticking my tongue out to catch rain in my mouth, but tasting ash, only ash that burns holes through the muscle like a lit cigarette on my skin that one time. It was only one time. It melts my mouth to taffy, and I cannot scream loud enough, but I can write. So I write what it feels like to succumb. I am not the world, but no one else in it deserves this pain, and no, I will not burden them with it. So I must be the only one that feels this feeling. Oh, but if I write, then the girl in the poem feels it too, and I'm no longer alone. The world fills with love. It must because it spills from my eyes. The butterflies break free from my chest, flap their wings, and the whole world feels the effect. It must because I am one with it. Love bestows power on me, and I hold all of it in my open palms and offer it to you because it's yours too. Take it. It is pure, and we are untouchable. And finally, I stop to write the feeling of cosmic energy vibrating every atom within and around me, so I never forget that life is a privilege and this heart is a gift, and you never doubt that my love is not fabricated and cannot be destroyed. The world is quick and quiet, loud and slow, and I cannot stop the poetry that writes itself, so I don't stop and I don't write. I hear the words as I live, and I wish I could pen them in the margins of a book, any book, but to take my eyes away from a moment would erase it, and the ink would dissolve on my tongue. My life is a poem, all feelings and some photographs and dreams indistinguishable from memories, and the words are a collaboration of mine and the world's. We write as I live, and I cannot pen it all, so I live and hope that the poem finds its way, anyway, to you. Thank you. I don't want to write about this. I don't want to write at all. The words find me at night when it weighs heavy on my chest. They circle and rise like bubbles out of reach. And when they pop, I feel nothing. Indifference paralyzes me as the colors succumb to darkness, but the words, they keep coming. Trying to scream, but they can't make themselves felt, don't shred the back of my throat. They find me when the passage of time is indiscernible. Shadows on yellow walls don't shift. Leaves on the trees outside my window bristle endlessly. The cat jumps from the windowsill, stalks to the water dish and drinks. The words circle the drain of my mind and I stare. If the words are worth writing, they will come to me again, tomorrow, or the next day, or some far off imaginary day when I'll want to write again. I tell myself this lie every night as I let the words slip away with my consciousness. I don't have anything worth saying, nothing that will make any difference, nothing that will change your mind or make you listen. I think I've been crying in my sleep. Lately, I wake up with my eyes glued shut. Muck coats my temples and my hair. You're never there in my dreams. Thank you. She asks for you and you pretend not to hear as you dim the lights and mute the microphone. Take her now and every day of this year, plug your earbuds into a head that's hollow. Lay me down, no one needs to know that I'm your secret hidden in your pocket. Wherever you go, I have no choice but to follow. A ghost in your shadow, a skeleton in your closet.
Nice.
Dear Redacted, everyone in this bar is on drugs. He's on coke. She's on Molly. He stops me to ask what school I went to, when I graduated, if I'm from around here, and his eyes bear into mine, uncomfortably black and unblinking. I slip away to the patio. Where have you gone? She stops me to tell me I look like a celebrity from the 90s. She can't put her finger on which. Her hand on my arm as we pass each other, her eyes dark and reflecting stars. I can see it in her gaze, feel it all around me, intoxicating emotion, the warmth of flesh pressing and pulsing. Pitchers of water and empty cups sit on the bar by the door. But where will they all go when the bar closes? I don't understand it. They're all standing out on the street at 1 a.m. with nowhere to go. I wonder if this is the kind of place you'd like, playing pool or standing in a sea of people on the patio. No one cares. No one wears sunglasses. I don't know whether or not you would, and I realize I don't really know much about you. I'm unsure if I ever did. Everyone in this bar is on Molly, and I wish you were here. Maybe you'd like it if we played pool and drank beers, if we held each other in the street. Maybe you'd feel normal. Maybe I'd feel normal too. But the thing is, I don't need that stuff. I don't need that stuff to love you. But I miss you. Maybe I could let it all slide one last time just to be loved by you again. But I can't. I can't revolve my life around you. I'm sober in this club. Everyone is dancing except one man standing in the back of the room, texting someone who isn't here, and I think of you. I drive home alone from the airport, and I think of you. A plane flies west, and I think of you. Football is on, and I think of you. It's June for the 7th year in a row, and I think of you. I go to McDonald's, ask for a fucking cup of ranch, and I think of you. It's 10 p.m. on a Saturday night. I'm looking at the moon. Are you looking too? You visit my dreams, pulling forgotten pieces of me from your pocket like loose change, and confessing to me all of your regrets. But I can't answer you. I can't ease your burdens. I can't lose myself to you now. I have a niece now. She is the most perfect creature to ever be conceived and born on this earth. This love I have for her, it's both terrifying and tender. She sleeps in my arms, breathes so silently, minutely, and I can't take my eyes off her for fear that in a single second it will end. Nothing she does will make me not love her. Anything she does cannot possibly make me love her more. And a place where something was missing, she has filled it with fresh, fragrant dirt and planted something new. Chunks of my heart that were chewed up and spit out feed plump and juicy worms. They wriggle happily, and the new thing grows, the earth turns. She is the center of my universe. And I realize that I need to be here for me so that I can be me for her. And so I'll be here. But you're here with me too. I can't help it. You've always been my muse. And I can never cross that bridge between us again. The water beneath is too deep and swells too quickly. But if I do, could I call you?
Thank you.
Thank you. How am I doing on time? Goodness.
You're good.
Okay. Okay. My fire no longer burns, though trees and underbrush. Excuse me, I'm going to start that over. My fire no longer burns, though trees and underbrush burn plenty, and my skin burns on scorching November days, and the moon burns too large and orange, just like her morning relief, the sun burns as always. You there, running barefoot in the grass, lashes rested upon your strained cheeks, yet I detect a twinkle in your eye. How do you stay warm from the inside? What do you know that I do not? Is the world saved? All right, this one is a little bit different. This is a haiku from my dear friend Levi.
Aww.
Your eyes are as blue as the deep ocean in which the dead man rotted. That's a little inside joke. Okay, here's a newer one. There must be something in the water, something new, something I've never noticed before, that beckons me on slow, mild mornings, forces itself through ground beans, makes metal nearly molten, makes coffee full-bodied, fragrant, forces me from old bed sheets. Something that lures me through light rain and cool sand to a suspiciously still surface only timid toes disturb. That reminds me, fear of being uncomfortable is paralyzing, but pain is only temporary. So when I finally submerge myself fully, I am rewarded with a gentle current, lulling me ever so sweetly to sea. And when I emerge reluctantly, wind laps at my hair playfully, the sun kisses me brightly, and, for the first time, the day is precious and young. There must be something in the water that confidently whispers to me it will stay agreeable in the next season or two, like August rainwater collected in an old clawfoot tub, probably. If not, I'm invited to where it falls from the tap, only the leftmost faucet twisted to its limit, where it agitates my blood, brings it to a rolling boil under my skin, where it comforts me even when rain or snow are falling over me too. There must be something in the water that rouses wavelets from still and staleness and turns it to nectar, thick and sticky with sugar. It spills from the corners of my lips, drips from my chin, my fingers, sweet enough for monarchs and dragonflies, sweet enough to kiss. There must be something in the water that is powerful and terrifying because I'm no longer afraid of drowning. If, while floating, a wave crashes and cracks my bones and pulls me to where toes no longer trod, children and artists will delight in the crabs that indulge in my decay, and herons and kingfishers and gulls will be ever nourished by me, and I will find peace in participating in such rituals, meditations, and meals. There must be something in the water, something I've never noticed before, something that makes me feel like myself, tanned and freckled and giggling, that tempts me with big puddles by dirty calloused feet, is silent and slow and sweet and asks absolutely nothing of me. Oh, there's something in the water. Something. There must be. I've got a couple more for you. Okay. A little spider, oh my goodness. Start that over again. Okay, a little spider falls beside my ear and whispers in it words I fear. I'll have to do it all my own. He squishes her, legs twitch, red on white brick, and attempt to save his damsel. He disconnects the alarm clock, says he'll fix it. We make love on the floor. I make the bed. I reprogram the clock to scream again tomorrow. 2 weeks of laundry done once. Once he throws in his work shoes. Twice now that everything smells of feet. Hot dogs standing bare in stained canvas from 7 a.m. till 3, 2 days a week. How dull it must be to wait on others, then come home and wait to be waited on. What's for dinner, my love? Are you satisfied not eating at all? Oh, what kind of mother would I be? I'll be home by 10 and bake us a chicken and place your shoes by the door and write you a poem or hold you to bed. Finally, I'll rest and be roused by lovemaking, and once he's done, I'll take care of him and me too, while I clean and fall back into bed and think about dying. I'm too young to pass quietly tonight. I'll schedule it for tomorrow between classes, and no, we're meeting his mother for dinner. It'll have to wait. How would I do it anyway? The last time a man left me to ponder, I drove myself to the hospital instead of over the bridge. That damn muscle memory. Would you do me a favor, dear? Next time you make love to me, kiss me feverishly against the pulse of my neck, bite down where it lifts to meet your mouth, and tear it from my flesh. Or crack my skull against the red brick. Oh, whatever it is, just do something as long as it holds. But I fear I'll have to do it on my own. If I ask, he'd just forget, and knowing him, I'd have to clean up too. Yeah. Okay. I believe no. Okay, two more. Most of you good on time.
Yeah, the full part is fine, that's it.
Okay. Thank you. He looks for me. He looks to me for answers. His gaze is so desperate, questions spilling from his tongue. He can't help it. He thinks I have them all. He was there. He watched my fall, took pleasure in it as I called. Baby, come. I want you to come. Won't you come help me? And he came, draining and filling, and draining again. I had hope, and he quelled it, rolled it, smoked it, and stomped it out. Left the blood and ash and cum, left me empty. Disappointed that I had no more to give, he left me, and that was it for a while. I think I make him feel smart. He asks me about films and books and art. That's what he fills himself with. He figures that's how I must have done it, but he doesn't feel what I feel. I've been filled to the brim. I've never been like this, and he's envious I've cracked the code to happiness. He thinks I have the answers to why he feels so empty, but answers don't interest him, not really. He just wants to be full of something, something different. He knows I have it. He'll drain me till he's high on it and I'm dry of it. He'll tell me I'm tripping with his hands outstretched behind me, and I'll climb again till I'm full again, till I'm back at his feet, his eyes looking to me, baring his teeth, desperate and hungry for answers, answers, answers. Okay, this is my last one. Thank you. A distant song plays muffled amidst thick fog, and though I can't quite put my finger on which, it calls me out from under this homestead log. And as I move, I listen for the bumbling finch that the garden woman up the path feeds, but the dampened dirt conceals me well, and through trees the sun guides me east. Now with the song there's a pleasant smell of petrichor summoning me forward, or perhaps roses that the garden woman grows. Either way, it beckons me homeward, not to the log back away that I stow. In the garden where I turn dirt for her flora, she welcomes me and hums while we plow. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you again for having me, and to Sandy.